Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dear Dana. I am so happy to see you here. I see Shelly Marie, Natasha Reiser. That's okay if you're getting ready for the bushes. Wow, you got to get ready for work tonight. Natasha, tell me what your YouTube page is again. I keep trying to tell everybody about it so they'll go check it out, and I forget the name of it. So tell me what that is. Hello, Sarah Snow. Hey, Susan. Hello, Arseny. So happy to see everybody here. Yeah, I want to shout out Natasha's YouTube page. If you ever have a YouTube channel and you come in here, tell me what it is so I can uplift you. And if you have a business, same. So I can shout you out and uplift you as well. I like to support people. Yes. Let's support everyone in here. This is a no hate zone. Let's uplift and support people. Who made it through Thanksgiving? I missed everybody on Wednesday, but I was 10 sheets to the wall in the air in another country in the universe, and I am still recovering. Still recovering, and I'm not talking about from eating food. I was very grateful to have all my family here, but after doing construction work and working on the house and cooking food and stuff, ooh, baby, I literally lost a pound today. Probably part of it's water weight, but still. And hello, those in the bushes. Happy to see you here as well. Always happy to see the people in the Dear Dana. Oh, thank you so much, Arseny. Yeah, I forget the other countries don't have Thanksgiving. We have it in the United States to celebrate discovering America and giving thanks once we got here for the land and the country and the food and all the things. All the things have to enunciate because I forget my southern accent makes some words sound just alike. Hey, Susan R. So happy to see everybody. Tonight, we're going to talk about whether angels exist. Now, I know they do. Some of you probably know they do. And we are going to share our stories, talk about angels, all the things about angels. Share stories, enlighten each other, talk about a few little facts. Hello, Shoeless One. So happy to see you here. It is your morning and our evening. Of course. So thankful for my mods, Shoeless One and Shelly Marie. So always thankful for them. They are also healers. They are. And they're getting stronger by the day. But before I go on, let me drop the intro. Eden's going to have to change the outro music. YouTube is sending me messages. But here we go. Let's do this. Bum, 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 bum. Yes. Do angels exist? How many of you in the chat, and those in the bushes, you can put it in the comments later, whether you believe angels exist? Do you believe angels exist? I am curious. Curioso. Tell me in the chat, do you believe angels exist? Dun, 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 dun. You can tell me, do you believe angels exist? This shakes. You hear it? Shelley Marie says yes. Susan R. says yes. Arseny says yes. Absolutely. Good. I have had my encounters with angels. They look nothing like, I don't want to say nothing. They look kind of nothing like what I've seen in pictures. Some pictures make them look, like, yes, and earth angels. Yes, yes, yes. Some pictures make them all look sort of feminine and in all these cloaks and everything. Hey, Santivia Major, so happy to have you here. She says yes as well. About 70% or more people believe angels exist. That's the truth. Excuse me. Which is interesting. Probably, I don't know if it's more than they even believe in God, but most of the world believe angels exist. My experience with angels when I had my NDE and even on Earth, I've had them in two different ways. During my NDE, they were super tall. And of course, I was a kid, but they were super, super tall. Hello, Gourmet Thursday. So happy to have you here. Hello, Renee Rod. They were very, very tall, and they had what looked like wings, but they didn't have feathers. The wings were made of just really bright light in different forms. I mean, when I say different forms, they still looked like feathers, but they were made of light, if that makes sense. Hello, Steve Cruz. Happy to have you here. They still look like feathers, but they were made of light. And I bet those angels were 8 feet tall. At least that's what they looked like to me. And they did look like they had gown-like cloaky things. But I wouldn't say they were extensively in all these ornate gowns like you see in art. That's what they looked like to me. And they escorted me during my NDE. But I'll tell you real quick story time. And some of you have already heard this, and I apologize. But since this is Do Angels Exist, some in the bushes, some here may not have heard this. And I'll try to make it quick and not painful. I can remember my parents getting into some kind of argument. And when I was younger, it could be stressful at times where the arguments would go, how conflictive and serious they would go to. Natasha Reiser says, my favorite times in Catholic school was when the nuns told angel stories. Aw. I was alone with Noah, I believe, at this time. And as you all know, I was a single mother with him for a while, and he was handicapped. And my parents they went through this little period where they were arguing again, and it sounded serious, and it triggered me back to when it was a really bad episode. When I was growing up, they would go through real periods where it was bad and periods of long extensions of peace. But, I don't want to tell all their business. One day I will tell a story where my gifts really were beneficial and kept my family as a unit. But anyway, it triggered me. And I was trying to help them, and I was like, OMG, not again. Hello, 1313 Lenny. Thank you for being here. But I was like, not again. And it triggered me, and it scared me. And I was like, I'm alone with Noah. And I felt in the middle, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I didn't want it to go there again. And I had a selfish moment. And I felt guilty, but I had a selfish moment. And out loud, I said, because I had no one, and this was going on with them, and I was like, but who is going to take care of me? Who's going to take care of me? And I was crying. I was holding my son, and I was crying. And out loud, I said, but who's going to take care of me? And the minute it came out of my mouth, I felt selfish. I felt selfish and petty. Hey, Moon Unit 22. And then I thought I had a brain aneurysm for real. Because I was sitting at a really thick dining room table, and I was sitting at this chair that kind of swiveled at this table. And to the left of me, there was a newspaper on the table. And it looked like, you know, when you burn paper and it goes into the ash and the ash kind of floats? It looked like it had burned and ash was floating up. So I kind of turned to my left and I was thinking, oh my goodness, this paper is burning and the ash is floating. And I remember in my mind thinking, how is this newspaper burning? And I was kind of looking for the fire, but I couldn't find a fire. So I turned back around, and as I turned back around, I swear on my life, I saw little tiny, real bright, brilliant little orbs of light in front of me. And it was like getting to be dusk. And I saw these little tiny orbs of light like floating around. And as I saw them floating around just kind of in front of me, all of a sudden they got in a formation like a triangle. I kid you not. That's why I thought I was having a brain aneurysm. And I'm still holding my son. And I put him down in this little bassinet type thing. It was just the kind you would put in your living room, not to sleep in. And it's still in a formation. And I'm staring and I'm watching. And all of a sudden, I watch it move straight into me. Straight into me. And the minute it does, I knew it was angelic. Angelic. Not like some spaceship thing or whatever. Angelic. And all of a sudden, I felt a sense of peace and love and calm and taken care of, like you're small again and being held and comforted, like I had not felt since I had that NDE when I was 12. And I felt this weird sense of happy bliss and no worry, no anxiety, no scared, no fear, none of that negative stuff. None of it. Not one iota or ounce of it. I cannot explain to you. Calm and peace about my son, my situation, my parents, everything. Everything. I knew the paper wasn't on fire. I wasn't feeling like I had aneurysm anymore. I wasn't feeling cuckoo about what I just saw. I knew it was angelic. I trusted it all. And next thing I knew was I felt guided to get my little book and write it all down. Write every bit of it down. So I would never forget it. Every blooming detail. And I did. And then I got my shoes on right after I wrote everything down, took my little boy, because it was still dusk, it wasn't dark yet, got in the car, turned on happy music, and just took a little joyride, just rode around. Feeling just happy, carefree, all of it. You would have thought someone gave me some kind of drug. I was filled with joy. Couldn't explain it. Went on for a few days. I was still taking college classes. I had to back down on them, and at some point in the future, I kept it in a book, and eventually, I took some kind of consciousness class with a professor, and we were talking about living in the moment and things that happen, and I finally got up the nerve to share this with a professor in psychology. Finally got up the nerve. And he thought I should share it with the class. But I'm telling you, it was amazing. And I knew that I knew it was an angel visit. Like all those little orbs. It was an angel visit. I was by myself with a child, feeling like my parents were going to go through an episode again. I didn't really have support. And I uttered that what I felt was a very selfish statement, but who is going to take care of me? And I got answered. I definitely got answered. I don't know what all of you think of that story, but it's absolutely true. My husband's heard it, my daughter's heard it, and a few other special close people to me have heard it, and no one doubts it for a minute. I would like to hear some of your stories. Seems like everyone in here believes in angels. I'd really like to hear some of your stories. Have you had an angel intervention? Did you know there are tiers of angels? Who knew there's tiers of them? With different responsibilities. Thank you, Renee. For a long time, I didn't know that there were different tiers, different responsibilities. We definitely all are born with guardian angels. That part is very true. Most people don't utilize the help of their angels. They don't. A lot of people that believe they have guardian angels don't utilize them. You have to ask for their help. Moon Unit says, bloop, bloop. Let me pull you up. I believe in angels. They live here on earth sometimes. That is 100% true. We do have earthbound angels, and they can take form of human beings. Here's the thing, though. Some of the fallen angels were in different levels of angels when they were not fallen. So they also have the different levels and the different jobs. So some of the fallen angels that went to the other side also walked the earth. So that's part of what puts us in a spiritual warfare. And because we have free will to choose which energetic path we take, that's a lot of the reason why you see some of the chaos that we deal with. Gourmet says, I feel like I have had angelic help. Ooh, I'd be interested to hear. Read what you're saying, Adam. Hey, everyone, I just wanted to say hi and hope you guys have had a good holiday and all of the best to you, dear Dana, and everyone in the chat. I will catch you guys next time. Hey, Adam, nice to see you and hear you. And I hope your fiance is thriving and healing. Gourmet says, definitely Moon Unit 22. So nice to see you, Adam. Renee says, I keep my angels busy. I pray to them for guidance, and I feel them around me. That's a good thing to do. And here's the thing, too. I want to remind people when you need specific help, ask them specifically for what you need. They sort of work on a tell me specifically what you need. Don't assume they understand what you mean. Be very specific, almost as though you're talking to a robot. Not saying your angels are robots, but be specific of what you need and ask for their help. I know I've said it before, but I'll reiterate it. You must ask for their help because you have free will. They are not allowed to intercede in your life because you have free will. So you must ask for their help. Ask and thank them in advance for their help. Always thank them. It's always important to show gratefulness and gratitude, period. Because our Creator, I'm going to say God, we are a representation in human form of God. That being said, we have a soul and we have free will and we can go in either direction. We can choose to use our free will to do harm or to use it for greatness. That's what makes human beings special. That's a lot of the reason we have guardian angels, to try to guide us to do greatness. We have the free will because Earth is like school, right? It's to learn and advance and all of that stuff. And to make our mind bigger and stronger and wiser, to advance Earth, to create, to come up with new music, right? To come up with new, what am I trying to say? Advances in science. Different things like that. We are to make things better. That's why along the timeline of humanity, you keep seeing all these advances and all these things because it's part of our free will, our legacy, right? But here's the other thing. Some people don't call it this. We get downloads. We get messages. We get downloads and messages from angelic. How do I say this? It's almost like the messages come from above, but we have to be listening well or to catch the signs. And a lot of times the signs will come in threes. We have to resonate higher at a certain level to get the downloads, to get the messages, to catch what's happening, because they can't intercede. To get the divine guidance, for lack of better. If we're resonating lower in a chaotic space, we can't catch this. We can't catch it. So maybe chaotic energy around us is trying to distract us from being able to see what's coming at us. That's why it's important for us to work on ourselves and to see what is trying to distract us. Renee said, I agree with you. Let's see what Susan says. A significant Dana. A significant experience was this past June. I was driving a 16-foot moving van cross country, wind 65 miles per hour, and pushing the truck. I asked for angelic help. Immediately, it was easier to control the truck. Yes. And Susan, you recognized it. You were in tune with what was happening. It's things like this. Things like this. We can tap into this on the daily. There are levels of angels, and especially with our guardians, that's why they're there, is to help us. Some people go, well, I don't want to bug them. I don't want, I used to feel guilty, like I'll wait till it's important, right? But our guardians are there specifically to help us for whatever. After 15 minutes, I asked my co-pilot if she noticed any difference. She did. I remember to ask angels at work. Yes, Susan. I've known Susan, I don't know how long I've known Susan. We've never met in person. We've talked over years. I don't know how many years. I feel very close to her. We've known each other for years. Isn't it odd? But she's a very spiritual, giving person. She has worked with all kinds of wild animals, rescuing them for years. Years. I would almost call Susan R. an earthbound angel in many, many ways. In many, many ways. Don't be sorry, I know there's a limit on space. I would almost call Susan R. an earthbound angel in many ways. She's got kids, but I totally would. I mean, I know her in that way, and I would feel comfortable calling her that. Hey, 1313 Lenny. You must know her. So, yeah. I would feel comfortable calling her that. She is a what? A fauna empath? Is that what you said? A fauna empath. I don't know what that symbol is, so I'm pulling it up. I do. Good. And thank you for being here, Lenny. Now, we have 3 tiers: godly servants, heavenly rulers, and earthly messengers. The godly servants, the angels, those angels are right up there closer to God. And then the heavenly rulers would be in the middle, and the earthly messengers are the lower angels. And I don't mean lower as in, oh, they don't mean as much. I mean as in proximity. Proximity. They're closer in proximity to us. To us. And they're typically the angels that can appear as humans. That can appear as humans. You know that saying as you may entertain an angel unaware? That's greatly where that comes from. They may appear as human beings. And let me tell you also, you may run into a human being that an angel uses momentarily to help with a situation. Maybe that human previously didn't have medical knowledge, but all of a sudden that human is in a circumstance that medical knowledge is needed. That medical knowledge is needed, and there's no one around that could do it. But all of a sudden, that human from out of nowhere has the medical knowledge needed to intervene in this situation so that person will not die. So an angel will basically intercede with that human and help them with the medical knowledge needed to save the other person's life. Does that make sense? Because an angel can intercede in your life if it is not your time to go and it's life or death. That is the only time they can interfere with your life without your asking. If it's not your time to go, then they can interfere. Now, in the course of my NDE, apparently it wasn't my time to go because I got to come back. But thinking back and looking at the course of my life, I think my NDE was my near-death experience where my heart stopped was necessary as I look back. Because experiencing that opened up more gifts for me that helped me to help more people, that helped me to help my son medically for years and years and years, helped me to help my daughter. I had my son longer on this earth. So I guess what I'm saying is now I can look back and see the pieces of the puzzle. So it was almost necessary for me to go through that trauma so other things were possible. And going through that trauma of the near-death experience also helped me survive losing my son. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have been able to survive losing my son. Does that make sense? Because being able to know what's on the other side and experiencing time with God and the angels, etc., knowing that I know where my son and my dad are and my grandmother and my close friends, being able to feel and see and be there, knowing that the body's just a vehicle and the soul is actually who we are and we don't die, has helped. Does that make sense? It has helped me because we don't actually die. We don't actually die. And I know this for a fact. We do not actually die. If I can help you and others really get to know this, and I'm going to reach out to a lot of people over the course of this new year to bring on that have gone to the other side and back if you're interested, and have them come on to talk about their experiences. Some that have written books, etc. I do want to know your interest in that. You can leave it in the comments. You can leave it, here. We do need to push to grow this page more. YouTube is coming up with new standards. I'm not trying to get off topic, but I look at my analytics, and there's a lot of you. I don't know why you're hiding in the bushes and not subscribing. There are a lot of you in the bushes week after week that seem like you're timid to subscribe. I don't know why, but I need you to subscribe because YouTube is looking at that. They're looking at that. So I would really appreciate if you subscribe. So I'm going to be bringing on bigger and better content, stuff you can really sink your teeth into. So do me that favor because it's more about YouTube than it is me. And we need that community page so we can really talk to each other about stuff. All the stuff I'm sharing with you is the real deal. It's the real deal. I do my homework. I give you my experience. It is the real deal. Anyway, getting back on topic. Let's see about some of the comments. What level are our guardian angels on? Our guardian angels are more on the earthly messenger level because they are closer to us. They would call it the third tier. Because they're closer to the earth, they're closer to us, and they also can change form. They can change form from orbs to forms like human form. They're very strong, powerful entities, guardian angels. Meaning that if they needed to use their abilities to change a scenario, so to speak, they could do so simply with a blink of an eye. And guardian angels and the angels that are closer to us have also for years and years and years been in the midst of helping us with the spiritual warfare. Because let me say this: when Samael, who is also Lucifer, chose to show his power against the Creator, and he took his followers with him, his followers were in all three tiers, which were godly servants, heavenly rulers, and the messengers, which means some of his followers were also messengers and guardians, which means they can also change forms as well, which means they can also whisper in our ear to use our free will in different ways. That is why you find we also have violence on the earth. You get what I'm saying? If you're low energy, you're going to hear those messages more clearly. If you're resonating higher, you're going to hear the other messages. That is a lot of why you hear me all the time say, raise your energy, resonate higher. Then you won't be conflicted and have all the anxiety and chaos floating through you from the messages you hear from the lower level. Again, I compare it to, forgive me, I have dry mouth all the time because of MS. You won't be so conflicted from the negative messages if you're resonating higher. If I'm overly tired, or there's a lot of chaos going on, or people are trying to get you on the down low, or, do something with your integrity, throw balls at your integrity, and your energy gets low, it's like listening to a station on the radio in the 200s. You have to turn up your energy levels. I'm not saying this way, I'm saying spiritually. You have to raise it higher. When you raise your levels higher, when you resonate higher, it's easier to connect with your guardian angels and those angels that are resonating higher. Oh, baby, no. You're out of here. Adolf Hitler, Nazi Party. No, you're gone. Baby, you are gone. You're blocked. We do not have that in here. I saw that in another chat. If you see all that Adolf Hitler crap, it's out. We do not do that here. Block. No timeout. Block, block. I don't want to see Adolf Hitler killing all that stuff. No, go. You get to go. Why is it not going away? Did we get it all? Are we still seeing that? How come I can't get him off the page? I know, Moon Unit. I keep blocking the user, but it keeps coming on. That's what I mean about low energy. Yeah, that was random and strange. I saw it on someone else's page earlier today. Crazy. Let me see what Santavia says. I was picking up my son from college and started feeling sick. He can't drive, so I asked for help getting us home. When I pulled up to the house, I parked, said thank you, and then passed out. Oh my gosh. How long did you pass out? When was this, Santavia? That's scary. That is so scary. I am so glad you made it home. That is so, so scary. I dropped the link in case anyone wants to come up. I forget. Y'all have to remind me sometimes because, I've got that squirrel mentality and I forget sometimes to drop that link. Oh, Lord. How does that guy keep popping in here? How do I keep seeing him? I keep blocking the user, but I keep seeing his post. He must be like 12. Anywho, I am so glad that you made it. That is so, 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 so scary. I timed him out. I kept hitting block. Renee Rod says, do you believe that our passed on loved ones can become angels? I believe that it is possible that they can, yes. Christopher says, I know I had guardian angels around me in prison. How did you feel that you did, Christopher? Can you give us a story about that? We always have them around us. It was earlier this year. I think I was out for about 15 minutes. OMG. Bless your sweetheart. I'm so glad, Santavia, that you got in the house. Did you have the flu or something? I'm trying to find any. Sarah says she gets comments in random conversations from strangers all the time. And sometimes you are getting uh, messages from angels in those comments from random strangers. And, you know, if you get, look for them to come in threes. If you get a comment about a person, their name comes up, or a message about a topic that comes in threes, you'll feel it in your gut. If somehow it's coming in threes, pay attention. Because that's an angelic message coming to you in threes that you need to pay attention to. And a lot of times, if like an odd old song comes up on the radio that's not in the popular songs, you know it's not in the top 10, the top 20, whatever, and it keeps coming to your attention, it's either coming from a loved one or There is a important message in that song related to a problem you've been having that you need a message for that's coming from an angel. Christopher said, when riots or violence were about to happen, somehow I was always just out of the area it was happening. Exactly. You were kept safe. You were kept safe. My mom, and it's true, and I know it to be true, and we laugh about it because we know it's true, always says, I know you have an angel with you. You have an angel on your shoulder. You have an angel with you. Because I can end up in the most precarious, life threatening situations, truly. Situations that I should have been dead. That I should have been dead. That I come out by the skinny, what is that? What is that old saying? By the skinny skin or the whatever. I come out by the hair of my chin. Or the, not hair of my chin. You get what I'm saying. I just make it out of there in an amazing way with my life. By the skin of your teeth. That's it, Sontavia. You know I got Dane Bramage. You know I got Dane Bramage. By the skin of my teeth. Shit. I'm always looking. I'm the worst. Talk about dad jokes. I don't have dad jokes. I can't come up with the frame of reference well, right? Hey, vintage optimism. I cannot come up with the frame of reference. Hey, Busy Blues number 2 fan. Thank you for coming here. And vintage optimism. Some of my favorite people come in here. You know why? Because I believe all those that are attracted to this page are basically light workers. Some of you might be earthbound angels. Who knows? Who knows? I truly believe that my son was an earthbound angel. No kid in his right mind would choose to come to this earth with some of the limitations that my child had, with such a good, loving attitude. And people could just connect with him or touch him, and they would get this sense of loving calm that they could not explain. They could not explain. Every person that came in contact with him, I kid you not. I kid you not. They would fall in love with him, and they had a sense of calm and peace. This was not a kid that would cry or whine or moan or carry on. He was loving and smiling and attentive and just had a comprehension of things. You could see it in his eyes. And there was something in his touch that you just knew that you knew that you knew. And I'm not saying that, yeah, of course I'm his mom. And of course I adore my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Love, love, love my kids. Beyond. That aside, something inexplicable. I believe he's an earthbound angel. Sun TV says, I have to go. I'll try to get back, though. So happy you came, Sun TV. I am honored, truly, truly honored, and grateful, genuinely grateful beyond when all of you come to my page. Truly. Thank you so much. I'm back, but Bush is going to be driving. Your Bush is going to be driving? Christopher says, while at work, he was checked. They beat the guy so badly he had to be life flighted to hospital. Never even met the person. That is terrible. Based on TV, Moon Unit says, oh, wait. I have one. I don't know how I'm here given some things I've done. Wow. Amazing stories. I'm going to drop the link again. Hi, you're going to be in the bushes. Alrighty then. The ones that heard my story about the brilliant, blinding little white orbs going in that formation and going in my chest, what do you think? I know it sounds weird, but what were you thinking or feeling when I told you about that story? Jenna Maxey said, Dana, in another chat, you showed us your tons of pictures and brought a calm over the chat. It was beautiful. Oh, my son's picture. Thank you so much, Gina. Sweet, precious boy. I want to show you something. I can't, if I had to sit here and show you every little hidden angel I got around my house, you'd be bored and you'd be here too long. But I have to show you a couple of things. A bazillion years ago, my little brother, he's not so little. I say little brother because he's the youngest. During one Christmas, he gave me, it was when I was alone with Noah, he gave me 2 little boxes, and I'll have to show you the other one sometime. There were 2 wooden carvings that he got somewhere, hand carved. I'll have to show you the one of Jesus, but I didn't get it. I didn't bring it in here. But here's one of the carvings. I don't know when it was done. I should have put it on the bottom. Someone hand carved an angel. Look at this. This is probably 30 years old, at least. It was hand carved. So I have a thing for angels. There's probably not a room in my, well, maybe my daughter's room, I don't know, but there's probably not a room in my house that you can't find a hidden angel in. Look at the details in the face. Hey, Chase Rider. And a long time ago, because this reminded me of my kids, look at this. It's even got a little Noah's Ark. That kind of looks like Noah. See the little ark? And I know this part is boring. I'm about to stop. And Art Book of Angels. The whole thing's about angels, paintings, etc. And I show you this. Why do I show you this? Because my gifts that operated out of different traumas and different things out of my life, right? I was born with some came from the NDE, some opened up after Noah passed, etc., etc. I operate out of a place of angels. Bottom line. That is why I'm so connected to them. They're all over my house. I always connect to angels, period. before I have every live on here, I'm always connected to angels. Period. And creator, but angels. Period. Anyone who's known me for years and years and years, like Sarah, Susan, etc., they already know this. So it goes deep and wide, baby. It goes deep and wide. Ask me more questions about angels if you want to know. But I will tell you some more about, we've got seraphims, which they call the fiery ones. Seraphims. They call them the fiery ones. They're caretakers of the thrones. You have Michael and Metatron. You know, Michael is Archangel Michael. He's a fighter. He's one of the ones I call upon. I call on Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael every day. Thank you, guys. And then you have the, Metatron is a record keeper for all human beings. Metatron. Hello, Chase Rider. And then you've got the cherubim. Everybody wants to think the cherubim are the cute little, the ones you like, the two here that you squishy their cheeks. LMS says, Archangel Michael is my favorite whom I call upon. Yeah, Gourmet Source say, yeah, I think everyone has guardian angels, even the bad guys. The problems with the sociopaths and psychos, like sociopaths and psychos, that is technically mental health disorders. But the sociopaths and psychos have a tendency for the, like Lucifer and the fallen angels tend to whisper in their ears more because they resonate lower. That's what tends to happen. I know I love Michael too, but Michael loves the bread and the cookies and the women and the, or that's what they say. But the cherubim tend not to be baby-like. That's more of a historical thing. Yeah, Michael's the strongest angel. He's more like a warrior angel. I took a lot of notes because there's a lot of levels to angels people don't know about. In Jewish Apocrypha and early Kabbalah, Metatron is the name that Enoch received after his transformation into an angel. That's good to know. Michael is an alpha angel. That's what Gourmet. Gourmet, are you in love with Michael? Cherubim guards around the throne. They're guards of Arch of Covenant, keeper of the throne of God. Cherubim come to earth to do physical things on earth. Lucifer, master of music. Satan was cast out with his followers. Ezekiel chapter 28, standing before the throne of Tyrus. I took some notes. They may be scattered. Angels can transform their appearance for whatever need arises in form of a person. I already said that part. And they're closer to us on earth, can be more translated by man. Okay, we have heavenly rulers are those that are closer to us on earth. And we have dominions. And they want to know, do angels have free will? Do you think angels have free will? Who here thinks angels have free will? Maybe I need to put on my glasses. Arsene says he feels drawn to Raphael. I see that answer, Gourmet. Who thinks angels have free will? I think they have some degree of free will, especially if they come to Earth in human form because they have to problem solve. I think they have to especially problem solve if we are not listening when they try to give us messages. Now, they can't interfere in our life, but I feel like they try to give us messages or hints about things, hoping that we will make a good decision. Kind of like dropping crumbs. That's a good way to put it, dropping crumbs. Crumb dropping. Finishes, she doesn't believe angels have free will. I respect what you're saying. I think they have to have a tiny bit. I mean, they come to do God's bidding. They come to do God's bidding. But if it was only black and white what they do, they wouldn't have options in how they do it. Who chooses the angel that helps us? I would think the Creator would have to do that. I think God gives angels a job to do, but lets everyone, including angels, have free will. That is why he let Lucifer go when he decided to go. Yeah, Lucifer pretty much gave up. I mean, here's the thing. It's kind of like working at a company, if we think of it that way. God's the big CEO, the Creator's the big CEO. And Lucifer's ego got too big, right? Even if Lucifer was doing a great job, it was Samael. Lucifer, even if he was doing a great job, his ego got too big and he was trying to overtake God. So God had to let him go. Yeah, that's why I'm saying there's tiers of angels. They do have certain jobs to do. I mean, they have to have some degree of free will. Like dominions are shown having a staff in their right hand and a seal in their left hand when they're being depicted. I think a lot of the depictions are wrong because you have some depictions of them with eyes everywhere and spinning wheels and, you know, different creatures. They could look really horrific and scary. And then you have some that look very feminine with all the cloaks and the wings. And in my experience, they were just really tall, beautiful beings of light that didn't really have feather wings, but they appeared like wings, but they were made of light. But here's the thing, we have expectations as humans of what they might look like. Sometimes we get signs from angels that are like we might get a feather. We might get a strange feather in an odd place that you would not normally expect. That is a sign from an angel. Because that would be an aha for us because we have those kind of expectations of what an angel might be like. Or we might get it in the form of music or the form of the same message coming from different places. Right? Hey, not paid by anyone, Miriam. But we definitely have our own guardians. Are we always good at listening when we get signs? Hell to the no. We're not good at listening to our friends, family. We're not good at listening to our own gut instincts. Jenny Maxie says, I think my angel signs are a certain bird or butterfly. And they probably are and can very well be. Let me ask you this, Gina. When you get those signs of a certain bird or butterfly and you feel like they're signs, do you take that directive and listen to those signs or do you ignore them? I'm just curious. Gonna just go, Miriam in the house. Do you pay attention to those signs or do you ignore them? That's what I'm curious about. When I feel at a loss, I 100% ask for help. Sometimes I forget, but I usually do ask for help. We are so bad. Yes, I take good direction. Woo! Good job, Gina. Yes. We are bad as humans at asking for help, asking for divine assistance. Because we want control. We want control of our own life. So many of us are bad at asking for help. But I know when I just let go and ask that for specific assistance, and I mean specific. Don't add all of these flowery, emotional words when you're asking for divine guidance from your angel. Be so specific. But when I do ask for that assistance, I get it. And it may not always be what I want, but I get it. And I always thank them. So I recommend asking. It's just we're bad about wanting to release control. Jenny said, I've read when you see a random feather, that's an angel. So whenever I see a feather, even if I have to throw it away, I say hi and thank you to the angel. Good. Good deal. And sometime, if you've lost someone and you happen to be thinking of them that day and you want a sign from them, it could also be the person you lost. It just depends on the circumstance of which you're in. You know what I mean? Moon Unit 22. Yes, angels love thank you. Absolutely. Just like we do. We like to be appreciated and have people give us gratitude. Just like they do. I mean, that's the whole key to it. Love is key to so many things. Love and gratitude, humility, integrity, the key to so many things. And I think that is what is missing. It's what's missing in the world. It's what's missing in friendships, YouTube, everything. Love, gratitude, thankfulness. Oh man, before I forget, we're going to go squirrel brain for a second. Yes, the more we show gratitude, the more it comes back to us. Absolutely. Absolutely. And being genuine. If I give a compliment to somebody, I am always sure that I am genuine when I give it. Period. So you can be sure if I say something good to you, I mean it. I mean it. I'm not going to say something to somebody that I don't mean. Let me say this. I'm going to go left for a second. I have to tell you about Thanksgiving real quick. And this could be angelic guidance as well, but so you all know I went crazy. I had to do home repairs. Ceiling fell through in my kitchen, all that stuff. So we put up a new ceiling in the kitchen. So when you put up a new ceiling in the kitchen and everything looks old, So then you have to paint all the cabinets, and then you paint the cabinets, and then the trim looks bad. So then you have to paint the trim, and then when you paint the trim, the door has to be painted. So when you start doing that stuff, then the trim's painted, then the dining room, something looks bad in the dining room. So then the coat rack, it goes on. You see where I'm going, right? So then it had to go to the bathroom. By the time Thanksgiving came and I cooked Thanksgiving, and people brought side dishes, this girl, I felt like 10 people beat me with a bat. I kid you not. I was grateful that my family was here and that we had Thanksgiving. Trust me, so grateful. But I went from, to, you know how that goes. Then you got to recover. Anyway, I digress. I had both my brothers here, my beautiful nieces, sister-in-laws, all that. It was supposed to happen at 1. 1:30 rolled around when my mama's not here. 1:40, she's not here. 1:45, 1:50, she's not here. And I get the weirdest feeling in my stomach. And I'm like, something is not right. Something is not right. And my brothers are looking at me, and I kept trying to call her. So they're like, we're going to go to her house. So they go to her house, and she's not there. And they call, and the grocery stores are closed. And I said, please run by Dollar General and see if her car's there, because we know that's open. So they're going to go there, and it's 2 o'clock. And all of a sudden, my mother pulls up. My brothers are headed back. She opens the door, could barely get out of her car, and she looks like she is way out of it. Like she's about to pass out way out of it. Now, my mom's going to be 79 in February. Does she look 79? No, she does not. My mom probably looks a good 10 or 15 years younger than her age. So she starts to get out of the car. We have to help her out. What happened to her, she forgot a birthday cake she made for my brother because his birthday's soon. She runs up her deck, and her stairs are very steep up this deck. She runs all the way up this deck, makes it to the top, trips, and face plants. My mom face plants, hits her face, her hand, and her knee, and starts to go unconscious. She starts to go unconscious. And she's in and out of consciousness until she can finally get herself together to drive to my house. And she finally made it. Now, let me tell you, my mom is she's dark skin, dark hair, green eyes, has a lot of Indian in her. I am the glowing white version. Opposite. I look like my dad. I'm more Irish, okay? So she's got a hot temper, stubborn as mule. We call her like, I used to call her Lucy from Hell. That's not her name. I'm talking about Lucille Ball. So she's real stubborn, handful. Couldn't get her to go to the doctor or anything. So that's the highlight of our Thanksgiving. I had to tell that story. And I went to go visit her yesterday. My aunt was at the door knocking, and my mom's like, go away. Telling my aunt to go away. She wasn't going to let me in, but I had to go in there and check on her. Refuses to go to the doctor, hospital, get x-ray or anything. I had to share that story. Anywho, let me get back to the comments. She has to have an angel watching over her. For real, for real. Gourmet Thursday says, I've read when you see a random feather, that's an angel. So whenever I see... Okay, I've read that one. I'm sorry. And I didn't mean to deviate, but I had to tell y'all. He and his grandson saved me. What did I miss? Okay, let's do this one. I hitchhiked years ago, was picked up by a couple that drove me over city limits and out far from it. They stopped at a rest stop. I was saved by an old man who spoke no English. Where were you, Mountain Unit 22? That sounds a little scary. He and his grandson saved me. It was like a dream. I can't remember what I said or they said. Wow. Thank God. Maybe that old man was an earth angel. Moon Unit said, never saw them again. Thought of them over the years. Yeah, your mom and my mom are born the same year. Is your mom as stubborn as my mom, Moon Unit? Gina says, my mom stopped driving at age 85 and passed at 95. I'm so sorry, Gina. This woman was always full of piss and vinegar. That is my mom for sure. And then when she gets to the house, both my brothers are saying, I think you need to move her in with you. And I'm like, good luck with that. She's not going to move out of her house. And then I looked at my one brother and I'm like, you're the one that's got 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms and no kids. Move her in with you when it's time. He's a smarty butt. Oh, you were in Tennessee? Who's a pain in the ass and very fussy? Moon Unit. Oh, your mom was a pain in the ass and very fussy. Or she is. And I told you guys, and I won't go through the whole story, when we broke down in Florida after a vacation and didn't know how we were getting home. And my mom was like irate. My husband was confused and lost. We had Noah, and he was on oxygen at the time. And everybody was like, what are we going to do? And I was like, I'm going to make sure we got home. And I asked for angelic help and prayed. And then that guy had on the shirt that said, uh, Angel Saloon, and he drove us, ultimately drove us and towed our vehicle. He was not a tow truck. He found some kind of flatbed thing, drove us from Florida in the middle of the night to Atlanta. Our whole family, my mom, my husband, my 2 kids, oxygen tanks, and our it was a minivan at the time, from Florida to Atlanta in the middle of the night and asked for nothing. Asked for nothing but gas. We ended up paying him a lot more, but it said Angel Saloon, and I knew he was going to be the one that got us home. I was like, I'm going to find us a way home. And he volunteered. Who does that? I mean, I'm nice. I don't even know if I do. Well, I can't drive on the highway anymore because of my vision, but I don't even know if I would do that. And I know I'm a nice person, but I don't even know if I would do that. Drive somebody from Florida to past Atlanta? You're talking about 8, 9 hours from where we were? A whole family in their broke down vehicle? For real, for real. I know. And then he had to turn around and drive himself back? That is a long, long trip for somebody you do not know. And I'm talking about he did not appear as, you know, a nice, angelic, sweet, sweet. He looked more like a little bit of a guy that hangs out in a bar, a little rough around the edges. It's no judgment. I'm just saying. And Angel Saloon or whatever. Talk about signs. Seriously. So you have people that would refuse in a million years to consciously ask for assistance. That is one of the tools we need to put in our toolbox. But we don't. I do. But I'm saying a lot of people don't in general. Yeah, they never look like the statues. Not saying that they're not attractive, but yeah, and all the cloaks and the robes and all that hoopla, they don't look exactly like the statues, no. Mm-mm. Now, we have the virtues, which are the angels of nature on earth. We have the angels of nature and valor and faith. And then we have the angels that perform the miracles on earth. They impart courage and strength. They call them the shining ones, usually stand with white lilies and red roses. The lilies represent protection, and the roses represent the blood of God. And then we have the powers, those angels that are called the powers. They're constantly in physical war with demons, those particular angels. They are the guards of heaven itself. They escort every soul to heaven, and they help us fight temptation. Give power to the people. They're usually ones that people would imagine are covered with armor and they're warriors. I used to love that show, Gina Maxey, Highway to Heaven. But since angels can be in human form, they could look like some of the ones on Highway to Heaven if they were in human form. Now we have the earthly messengers, the principalities, princes, and they carry out like ministers on earth. And I don't really mean ministers. Gourmet Thursday said, I'm sure Michael looks good. Uh-huh. They bestow knowledge in man and direct administers to man. Time doesn't apply to anybody in heaven, to angels, to souls passed over, to anyone in heaven. Time is not a concept. It was a great show. And I want you to notice something. When you run into very spiritual people, you tell me if this isn't so. You mean Reapers? Angels? Are you talking about Grim Reapers? Oh, it's like, I hate the term Grim Reaper. You probably heard that loud gunk. Well, there is an angel of death. I'm trying to remember. I want to say, I tend to call her, but Azrael is the angel of death. They tend to want to call all the angels he's. I don't necessarily know that there is a sex per se, but Azrael is the angel of death. Yeah, I mean, Every soul gets escorted after death. Excuse me, every soul gets escorted after death, but Azrael is the angel of death. Yeah, I don't like Grim Reaper or Reaper, ugh, but Azrael is the angel of death. We need another angel show on TV. I wish we all would come up with a new angel show, a good one, an uplifting angel show that brought awareness. You know what I mean? But the powers are the angels that uh, escort souls to heaven. I mean, they have angels that escort souls to heaven, like an escalator kind of thing going on. So angels escort souls to heaven, up to heaven, and then other angels come down to escort them. Think of it. That's where you get the name Jacob's Ladder. You've got angels escorting souls up, and angels coming back down to greet souls. Ooh, like an escalator. Oh yeah, Touched by an Angel was good. I think Touched by an Angel made people less fearful of death. People need to understand that when you cross over, there are jobs that you do that you're passionate about when you cross over. And there are souls that choose to come back and do it again. LMS says Azrael holds a rather benevolent role as God's angel of death, wherein he acts as a psychopath responsible for transporting the souls of the deceased after death. Yes, a good angel show movie, one about the four archangels. And I can tell who Gourmet Thursday wants to write about. Both in Islam and Judaism, he's said to hold a scroll concerning the fate of mortals, recording and erasing their names at their birth and death, respectively. Thank you, LMS. I appreciate that. One of the main characters were the archangels, but they should interact with the other tiers of angels and eventually God. That would be good. Hey, Ablavi, I believe in angels. Can't wait to become one. You go, girl. Ablavi, what role would you like as an angel? What role would you like as an angel? What's it like? What is it like in the God Corporation? In all due respect. Can you be a little more specific, Gourmet? Are you asking for a show you would like to have, or is that really a question you want to know about? You're welcome, honey bunny, LMS says. Oh, TV show related. What is it like in the God Corporation? I don't know. Ablavi will be our angel of free speech. And Ablavi would be reading all the men, for sure. The God Corporation. What would the God Corporation be? I don't know. But it's interesting if the fallen angels had the same jobs as the regular angels, that means that they would be trying to influence humans in the same way, but in a negative way. And that's why we are continually in a spiritual warfare and why people are going, why do bad things happen if we have God and angels? Well, that's because we still have the fallen angels trying to influence negatively, and we have free will. Gourmet Thirsty says, remember, you said in an analogy that God was the CEO. Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. He's like the CEO of the earth and all the people. He's the CEO of our souls. So maybe he could be an influencer, an influencer company. Maybe that would be the show. We're moving right along here. Common angels are incredibly powerful. Like I said, they can just think things. When they say common, you don't want to think that they're not powerful. It's just because they're connected to us. We're the only ones that can possess souls. So, I mean, it's almost like we're chess pieces in a way, but not, because ultimately we make the decisions of what we want to do with our abilities. We have the infinite potential to do good things or bad things, right? And we can be swayed. That's why it's so important to how we choose to use our energy, what we choose to look at. Do we choose to use that time and that energy and let negative crap filter in, or good crap filter in? And yes, I call it crap, because a lot of the stuff we do and ingest is crap. No, influencers are on the other side, Gourmet Thirsty says. When we make it through the pearly gates, are we then at our best? Okay, let me flip that up so I can look at it good. Jeannie Maxie. When we make it through the pearly gates, are we then at our best that we were on earth? Are we then at our best? Okay, so are you saying, are we at the same best as our best on earth? Is that what you're saying? When we go to heaven, if we went far into adulthood, typically you will appear, unless you were younger than that, typically you will appear as like a 30-year-old in that same state. Insofar as your soul, you will be the best you could possibly be, but you will still be in a place of learning, of still learning things, bettering yourself. But you will have a position of working and doing things on the other side. But it will be things you're passionate about, where you can assist human beings in a way, or souls that have passed over. Does that make sense? Hi, Jenny, you have one life. What? I can't see all the words. Hi, Jenny, you have one life day at all. One life day at all. Hi, Jenny, you have one life day at all. I don't understand. One life day at all. Clarification, I don't understand. A blobby, I don't understand. No, influencers are on the other side. Do you mean one life to do it all? A blobby? Either way, when we get to the other side, we'll still be working, but in a way that we love it. That we make a difference and we love it. She must have left out a word. I know, I'm trying to figure out in what way she means it. One life to do it all, one day to do it all, one life. I don't understand. That's why I'm asking her to clarify, because I can't figure it out. Hi, Gina, you have one life to do it all. One life. I'm not sure. We have the infinite potential to do anything. But there's also, I don't want to use the word magic, but there is a lot of magic in us. Yeah, restate Ablavi so we can make sense. We have more, I don't know if magic, power, ability to go to our highest potential at our fingertips. And I know you get tired of me saying, resonate higher, turn up your own volume, raise your energy. You know what it feels like. Ask for assistance. Don't get mired down in your own crap. It doesn't always have to be another human being. Sometimes, if you get stuck for ideas, answers, direction, you can ask your angels to give you guidance. A lot of times, when writers or people that do music get blocked, you will hear them say, all of a sudden, the music wrote itself, came out of nowhere. And it will be like it is coming out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, they're just writing and writing and writing and writing after they've had a block. It would still be in a stream of consciousness. It'll just keep going and going and going and flowing because all of a sudden they asked for help and it just came. And what you'll find sometimes, ideas or inventions will either come from an angelic place or from souls on the other side, and it will trickle down into a human being to connect with ideas the human had. Hey, Gourmet Thursday, she's coming up. And it will just connect with that human, and here comes another invention, or another idea, or another song, or art to help a human progress further. Hey, Gourmet.
Hi, dear Dana.
How are
What
you?
a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, I thought I'd just call in. Maybe I'll inspire others to call in too, because I'd love to hear angel stories from them as well.
Yeah.
Because it's hard in the chat, they just give a limited amount and then you don't really hear the story or your input on what they experienced.
Yeah. I keep digging, but
Yeah. But what a great topic. Um, well, I mean, I'll share one of
please,
my angelic stories. I've had
please.
a few, but I'll just share one. Um, and I guess it would go back to like my early 20s when, I was kind of really sad, heartbroken over a loss of a, relationship, and, started really kind of dabbling more into like drugs and alcohol. And at some point, there was one night when I thought I was going to die. And a voice came to me, like an energy of, but I heard it, like they spoke to me in English. I didn't see anything. I just felt a presence and I was spoken to. And they told me that I was going to be okay and it was going to be all right, and that I was loved no matter what I did, no matter what bad things I've done, whatever it was, that I was unconditionally loved.
Wow.
And it was such, I mean, it was such a, um, I don't know, such a peaceful experience that I just like hugged myself and was just really overcome with a sense of peace and love. And ever since then, and at that point in time in my life, because I was sad and heartbroken, I was really angry at God. And so I really didn't even want a relationship with God at that point. But that moment and that experience like brought me back to God. And from that day forward, no matter what ups and downs I've experienced, even when there were times when I was like mad at God again, I never turned my back on him again. Even if I was mad, I didn't turn my back, because I knew overall that even though that this was painful or whatever I was going through was a painful experience, that God had the greater good for me in mind. And I don't think that it was God that came to me, but I do think it was an angel that came to me on behalf of God. And to this day, no matter what, and I tell my friends this, from time to time whenever this kind of subject comes up, where it's like, well, why would God allow for these horrible things to happen, and for terrorist attacks, and for mass shootings and all this stuff, and this kid dying or whatever? Why would God do that? And people get so mad at God for why these horrible things happen. But it's like, nobody gets mad at the devil.
Right.
Nobody gets mad at the person who did it. It's all God's fault. Like, God has to shoulder the burden for every crime that is ever committed.
Yeah.
Nobody like puts the responsibility where the responsibility belongs, which is on that person and possibly the possession of a demon or a devil.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like so easy to just, and if you think about it, that happens with mothers, right? Like,
Yeah.
mothers tend to shoulder the blame for all the problems, which makes me wonder if God might be, more on the female side of life. But still, I do think that angels do exist. When you open yourself up to them, you will feel them and maybe even see them in your life. And anyway, I just think it's a great, great topic. And I've had many more um, experiences with angels, and I've had experiences with demons too. But I've had I've had you know times where my life was saved or bad things were prevented, where I wasn't around when a bad thing occurred when I could have easily been around. And same with my sister too. I've um, she's had that happen in her life, and who's you know she's really not that great of a person. I've said this to you before, but there was a time when she saved me, and a miracle occurred because of her coming to me. And she doesn't even know why she showed up when she did, but
Yeah.
that could have been like an angelic movement. But it's interesting because you know and again, we spoke about this before, but my sister can be quite, you know, heartless, but she saved my life at one time. And neither of us can explain how it is that that happened, but I'm forever grateful. And, you know, and I know she likes the memory, and, I love the memory, and, you know, anyway,
Hmm.
those are a couple of experiences that I've had with angels.
Thank you so, so very much.
And Moon Unit 22, by the way, I don't know if she's still on, but she and I were babies together, and we lost touch like so long ago, but every once in a blue moon we like connect. And tonight we connected, and I told her about your channel, and I said, get on here. You got to listen to her because Dear Dana's really, really cool, and, just a refreshing channel compared to some of the other stuff that's out there. in the interwebs.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I like her name. I like quirky names because I'm weirdo anyway, but
But I'll drop off so other people can join.
well, hopefully they will. And anybody, I thought it would be cute, but anybody that wants an angel message at the end can get one.
Yay.
But anyway, thank you so much, Gourmet.
You're welcome.
Boop. Well, I love that, sharing those messages. Thank you, Moon Unit. I appreciate that. But see, it's not scary to show those. And Sarah wants to know, how do you raise your vibrations when you're going through grief or heartbreak? I know that it's hard because it comes in waves. But ways that I do it are to do the conscious breathing, do meditation, turn on music and dance, because if the music is sort of uplifting and you dance or move your body, it's hard to cry if you're dancing to higher level music. You know, get your groove on for a minute. It's about just connecting, and laughter can make your vibration go higher. It's about doing things that make you feel good for a minute. Take your socks off, go stand on the grass without your phone, and get grounded. Get grounded for a moment. That can remove a lot of the EMF and extra electrical stuff that runs through our body all day from being connected to lights and computers and phones and televisions and stuff. And go stand on the grass for a few minutes and clear out your system. You can look it up online. There's a lot of scientific backing to it. So it helps just clear out all of the stuff and align, your cells and atoms better in your body, where you just have too much of it in your system. Do the small things that help you resonate higher, because it's literally like, turning a radio. You have to do the things that lift you up a little bit. Buy some flowers. Exercise. Some of the things you already know to do, Sarah. Some of the things you already know to do. Because even in moments of grief or heartbreak, during the day, that changes. Because you don't stay in a steady mode of it. You don't stay in a steady mode. It moves. You know what I mean? It moves. Thank you. How do we get an angel message from me? Well, you already know that I am a strange bird, and already connect to the other side, already get angel messages. But every time I have offered to do brief readings with people on here, I do live healings and all of that stuff. But when I'm at your readings, I get crickets. Crickets. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if because I'm so connected, people are fearful. I don't know what it is. Every time I've offered, nobody says anything. Because of Sarah, who I've known since she's 19, um, she's opened me back up to taking on therapy clients, but also doing reading sessions with clients again because of Sarah, because I stopped for a long time. But anyway, be that as it may, I I have little angel cards, and I get direct messages from them anyway. So I thought it would be fun tonight if I just did angel messages with you guys. If you feel better with the cards, I'll do that. And I get direct messages too. So I'll let you ask me a question, and we'll just go ahead and do that if you want. Let me see what time it is. So we'll do that. It's already 10:08. So I'll go ahead and open it up. You can ask a question, and it's not like there's a million people in the chat anyway. So we'll do that. We'll do it for fun, and I'll use my intuitive self to connect and give you your answers. How about that? So I will go ahead and open up the chat, and you all can have one if you want. Because, like I said, there's not a million people in the chat anyway. So, how about it? You tell me what you want, and I shall answer you. I really don't use the cards anyway. It's more of a connection thing. So, who would like one? Who said they wanted one? Who wants to go first? I don't do tarot, never have learned it. So, general message for Sarah. Okay. General message for Sarah. Please. Okay. I've never done this in here. So if you have a question in your life, something that's bugging you, whatever it is, meaning it, you just ask me. Something that's been bugging you, something about something you want to do in the future. I don't know. I've never done this in here. um, I am, put it this way, I'm a psychotherapist for those that don't know. My son passed away 4 years ago, so I haven't been in the brick and mortar doing private psychotherapy, but I am also I am also what they call medical intuitive, but a evidential psychic medium. It just happened that way since my whole life. Okay, Sarah. Okay, Sarah. One message is don't try to push. Don't try to push because an awareness was brought to light for the other, and then something about your injury. Your injury is acting up again. Is it acting up more like the last 2 days, Sarah? Can you tell me that? Sarah, your injury is it acting up more the last 2 days or today? Okay. You need to baby it a little more. Pay more attention to it right now. And there's something, things are going well for you. Things are going well for you insofar as your opportunities, but there's something else going to be coming for you opportunity wise. That's good as well. But you have to focus on your well being and not get sidetracked. Focus more on your well being and not get sidetracked right now. We'll talk more later, but I just feel like there's even something more going to be added for your opportunity. Look at your own well being, health, and well being right now. Baby it right now. Take care of you right now. It's not bad that I'm almost feeling like don't let yourself get worn down right now. Focus on that right now because I keep feeling like a new opportunity added on top of for you. We'll talk more. Not bad. None of it's bad. Just don't get sidetracked. Love you. Love you. Okay, who's next? Really? Okay. Okay, Renee, I would keep an open mind. Keep an open mind to it. Don't rush into it. Keep an open mind to it. Don't shut down to it. Keep an open mind to it. My feeling is to just treat it as a friendship. Treat it as okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay? Okay. Keep an open mind to it, Renee. Renee, how old are you? Oh, I don't. You don't have to tell me on here. Don't tell me on here. Renee, are you on IG? Are you on IG, Renee? Are we friends on IG? I'm just the message I'm getting is keep an open mind. Don't rush. Oh, you didn't have to tell me on here. When the minute I said how old are you, something stopped me because I shouldn't have asked openly. Sorry, I apologize. Message I'm getting is keep an open mind. Don't rush into it. Treat it as a friendship at this point. Just treat it as a friendship. Don't don't put anxiety onto it. Don't stress about it. Don't put pressure on it. Just treat it as a friendship. Keep an open mind to it. That's the message I'm getting. Don't stress about any of it. I can't even see what I'm saying. Yeah, but that was rude of me. So I apologize. But the message I'm getting, keep an open mind. Meet him. Don't consider it a date. Just consider it a friendship. Coffee's no big deal. You see what I'm saying? Don't stress yourself out about it at all. You have the power in this, but my feeling is just thank you for not being upset with me. But the message I'm getting is keep an open mind to it and just don't worry about it. I bet you look hot, Renee Rod. I bet you look hot. Like I said, my mom is going to be 79. She looks nowhere near 79. Nowhere near 79. But I would just be open to it and do it. I mean, I strongly got that sense. Okay, who is next? Anybody else? Or everybody go away? Who's next? But I did. I got this strong feeling. Just be open to it. Treat it like friendship. Meet. Don't put pressure on it. Don't worry about it. Don't act like it's a date. Who is next? Did you want Moon Unit? Moon Unit? Did you have a question? Maybe this should be a regular thing. I feel comfortable with it. If y'all feel comfortable with it, I do. I don't have a problem. What? Oh, when you made that comment earlier, we didn't understand what you were trying to say, Ablavi. Hey, Zenzarius. So happy to see you. So happy to see you. I'm not staying long due to having work tomorrow, but I have a quick angel experience I don't mind sharing. Please share. Yes, please share. Would love to hear it. Are you going to come up to share it or are you going to type it? Which one? One life to do it all. Okay, that makes sense. You have one life to do it all. And great to see you too, Dana, and everyone else here. Zenzarius. I dropped the link in case you want to talk about it. You can type it or you can talk. You want to pray for an angel for your stepdad. What's your stepdad going through? You can talk to us about your angel experience. Zen, I dropped the link, or you can type it. But everyone wants to hear your accent. Gourmet just said, call in, Zenzarius. Is your stepdad sick, Moon Unit? Has he got cancer? What's wrong with him? Oh, bless your heart, Zen. That's what, yeah. I said that a few minutes ago, he got cancer. Is it moving down his throat into his lung? Moon Unit. Zen said, okay. It was during Comic-Con in London. I was reaching my hotel via the underground, carrying my super heavy camera equipment. Sadly, there were some stairs I had to climb. I would definitely wish you luck, Renee Ron. Just don't put stress on it. Do not put stress on it. I am sending your dad an angel, and I will be your stepdad, and we will be surrounding him with healing light. Healing light. Well, one of the stairs, this man in a black coat suddenly grabbed my luggage with one hand and lifted it up. I thought he was going to take it. He was helping me lift it. Anyway, he went. You are welcome, Renee. Anyway, oh yes, he's super sick and now I lose second dad. Do I sound like I'm whining? I got to have two special dads. No, you 100% do not sound like you are whining at all. Is it in the areas that I described, Moon Unit? To a different station than me, and I kept going till I found another set of stairs. And suddenly, the same man appeared and helped me again, else it was a twin, and within seconds he was gone. Wow. That is amazing, Zinzarius. And Moon, I'm also going to ask Sheila and Shelly that we all do healing work to see if we can send some distant healing to your stepdad. You are welcome to, if you have Instagram, to follow me on Instagram at DearDana3 and connect with me. That is an amazing story, Zinzarius. People don't want to believe. People just don't want to believe. They want to believe in other things like now this is stupid, really. Oh, did you miss something I said, Moon Unit? Are you talking to me? I don't know. Are you talking to me? If you're talking to me, when you said you want an angel for your stepdad, I asked did he have cancer, and then you came back and told me he had cancer. Then I asked if it was throat and lung area, and I wasn't sure if you said. And then I said that me and Steve and Shelly all do like energy healing and quantum healing. And I said I was going to try to get together with him and see if we could send your stepdad some distant healing. If you're talking to me. I believe that's Zinzarius. I truly do. I didn't know if you were talking to me, Moon Unit, so that's why I said that. That is an amazing story, Zan. I think that we should periodically, I hope, um, talking about angels attracts more people so there can be more on this kind of show and more people can talk about their angel stories. I would love that. You know what I mean? I would love to hear more angel stories, people sharing more. And so this could be a regular show, like maybe once a month or something. I would like more people to be drawn to it. And so this could be a regular show. I would also like to be able to do more angel message type readings for people. Oops, yes, but he has prostate cancer, which is gone from there, but in his bones. I'm so terribly sorry, Moon Unit. I know how hard that is. I haven't had it personally, but I have had friends. I know how hard it is on them and family. So, yes, we will be sending prayers and love and calling down angels and sending all the healing energy we can to all of you. Most definitely. And again, if you wish to connect with me, any of you, at Dear Dana3 on Instagram, please do. Please, please do. I love this angel chat too. I so do. And in the future, any show, any show I do in the future, if any of you, I know you did, Zenzarius, you are such a beautiful soul. All of you are. Oh, Shelly Marie. Let's do Shelly Marie. Message from your angels. Yes. I just use inspiration from these angel cards because people tend to feel better if somebody's holding angel cards. They're not tarot, they're just angel cards. Angel inspiration cards. But I just touch them and people feel better, but the messages come directly from angels to me. Directly from angels to me. So we will do it for Shelly. Excuse me. And in the future, any show I do, and you can spread it to your friends far and wide. Anybody who is a subscriber and comes on the show, I will do angel messages for you. If you want them, I don't care what the topic is. I trust from you, don't read cards. Yeah, I don't do tarot. I can't do tarot, and I probably never will learn tarot. Okay, Miss Shelley. I am feeling like at work, looking at the other points of views with different personalities um, may give you a little more insight. Just looking at the different personalities, learn the different personalities to give you a little more insight in how that person functions in the world. Learn how they function in the world. They're also asking you during your time out, and I think that just means during your time off, during your time out. They want you to utilize it for something new. During your time out, they want you to utilize it for something new. I'm not sure what that means. I utilize your utilize your off time for something new. One message is about what did they say about the perspective of the other person, how they navigate in the world. But during your time off, they want you to uh, utilize it for something new. Utilize it for something new. New ideas. New ideas. Utilize your time off for something new, new ideas. It's almost like wanting you to branch out new ideas that are focused on you. Does that make sense? I don't know exactly what that means for you. I mean, I know you're studying healing, but I think it. Okay, good, because I don't completely understand. So good. So that's your message. It's really more about you. What? I can't see. Oh, on me? Yeah, I guess on you, but whatever you tend to understand. Whatever you tend to understand. In your understanding. If you understand, that's cool. Because I didn't completely understand. If you understand and it resonates, that's good. I don't have to understand. Zinzerius says, fun fact, not many people seem to realize that Mary the Mother is Queen of all angels. Now, everyone knows that part, but angels mean all, both holy and fallen. Yes, we were talking about that earlier. That the fallen are no match to her. Cool. Yeah, we were talking about the holy and the fallen. Okay, is there anyone else that needs an angel message before I slow this train down? Did I get everybody that needs or wants one? And who thinks that angel messages should be a regular thing? My mom stopped driving age 85 and passed at 95. Okay, that's the old. I'm looking at the old thing. Okay, Gourmet Thursday wants an angel message. Is there a direction that you need it for? Okay, y'all think it should be a regular thing. Gourmet, what direction do you need your angel message in? There's no specific thing you need it in. Okay. 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 I'm being led to believe that it would be a good opportunity for you to, and I feel like you've dabbled with it, to take a class in something that you have been interested in, but you have hee-hawed about. Wanting to learn something it's almost like you've been giving clues to take a class in something that you would be really good at that might take you in a different direction, and you've been given like clues or messages about, but you haven't jumped on. Is this true, Gourmet? Like you get hints and pictures and thoughts and stuff, and you think about it, and then not. Because you're like, uh, it's too late. I'm too old. This, that, this, that. Are you there? I mean, I'm made to feel like they're trying to take you in a new opportunity, a new direction. How did COVID change things, Gourmet? It's not too late. I mean, I keep feeling something. Um, it's not just intellectual, but creative. It feels like it's going to take you out of your safety zone, out of your box. I just went. What I'm being shown is it makes me feel excited. It makes me feel like it's changing your life. It makes me feel like somebody might be a little jealous. It makes me feel like you never saw your life go in this direction. It makes me feel like it changes the whole realm of things for you in a way you didn't think would even be possible. And I feel like you will be getting more signs, and they're saying, open yourself up to them. Ask your angel to start showing you the signs again. Please and thank you. And you'll start seeing the signs again. Because I feel it strong. I mean, I'm feeling it in my body strong, and it's not even for me. Zenzarius is right. I don't even know if Zendarius might not be getting a little of the feeling in his body about what I'm sensing for you, Gourmet. It's just weird. Jordana, is there a message from my past, what passed on loved ones? Are they proud of me how I'm handling business and how I'm living my life? Let me just put it this way, Renee. Um, People that have passed on, if you're fighting the good fight and handling your life and handling your business and how you're living your life, if you're happy doing the next right thing for yourself, they're always going to be proud of you and love you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're always working and trying to vibrate higher and do the right thing. They would be loving and embracing and proud, period. Because that's what they would be shining down on you, trying to help push you forward. So, absolutely. I would say absolutely to that. Did you lose a dad also, Renee? Our man? But yeah, I would say absolutely. You don't have to worry about that, Renee. Just keep fighting the good fight. Stay focused. Do not worry. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? I think this is a good thing. I, I'm glad that you all took the chance for the angel. Oh, honey. Yeah, your dad. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, Gina. Okay, honey, I didn't mean to. Where's Gina? Like I said, my vision is crap. Where's Gina's question? Where's she? Where's she? Gina Maxie, where are you? Where's your question? What are the time limits on pain of losing a loved one? There are no time limits, Gina. Yours is fresh. I mean, it gets better after 2 years, but still, it's going to ebb and wane. Where's Gina's question? I can't find it. Gina, where are you? Where's she? Can somebody help me, please? Oh, where's Gina's question? Gina, are you still here? And where is your question, please? I can't find it. Gina Maxie, are you still here? Where's your question, please? Please, everybody, stay on top of me when there is a list and you've got a visually impaired person. What are the time? Okay, I'm looking. Gina said she wanted one. Oh, help me. I don't want her to feel like I forgot her or left her out. General message for Gina. Okay, she wanted a general message. Okay. Okay, with Gina. Okay, Gina's here. Gina, you are not alone. You're still very connected to your loved one. Okay? To your husband. I know that you can't see him, but he hears you when you talk to him. And as the grief calms, you'll be able to connect to his messages better. I feel like you will have a sense. You will have more of a sense of peace after the new year in your spirit, where the pain won't be quite as great. You are a spiritual being anyway, and you will feel more connected. Things are beginning to level out at some point, month by month. There will be an opportunity for you after the new year that you might want to consider. But it's an opportunity more of like, I don't know that it's something that's about more money or anything. It's an opportunity of new environment, new socialization, if that makes any sense. Just newness to connect with more people, to feel more connected, for more support. It feels, to me, it feels better. And I feel like you will be being guided by angels and your husband after the new year. It feels like this new opportunity to get you out of your comfort zone. And it feels like it's coming after the first of the year. And you're being guided to do this, like a little bird being pushed out of the nest. But I'm also being made to feel like you will be, at some point, you're going to be helping others. Because that's the kind of person you are. Because of what you've gone through, you're going to be helping others. Not now, but at some point you will be, Gina. That's what they're showing me. I know not at this moment, but you will be. Because you're such a strong, really caring soul. Yeah. But just know that you have a lot of heavenly support. I don't know if you've been able to feel it in moments of calmness, but you really, really do. And you will be able to feel it more as time goes on. So much love to you, Gina. And if you ever need me to talk about it more, just send me a message, okay? But you definitely will be helping others navigate. Did I miss anybody? Is there anyone else before I start closing out? Yeah, and if I miss anybody on the list, yeah, please snatch me by my britches. And Zenzeris, thank you for sharing that great story. I love all of these really loving, uplifting, almost little miracle stories. We are our own touched by an angel. I like this. I like this. It almost makes me want to have a touched by an angel channel. You know what I mean? It's like we need it. Gina Maxie, thank you so much, honey. This feels good. This feels good. anyway, on that note, I guess I better be wrapping up. Your vibe does attract your tribe. I am so, so grateful for all of you being here. So grateful for you being here. Thank you for joining me on Do Angels Exist? Thank you for our new friends for dropping in. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Gourmet Thursday. Thanks, everyone, for coming by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you'd like to buy me a coffee at Starbucks, $5. You can always do it at miracles3@charter.net on PayPal. I want to brainstorm. Hey, Rosemary, you were always a special, loving person. You just didn't realize how much of a loving person you were. Just found more of your heart with the passing of your parents. So sorry. Yes, I am so sorry, Renee Ron. Hey, precious, precious Rosemary. I think I need to make this definitely a monthly thing. If not, possibly create a channel about, I don't know. This definitely needs to be a thing, though. This just really felt good. You know I love angels. But I am so grateful for all of you for being here today. Thank you all so much for being here on our Angel Saturday. But I will see you on Wednesday. I think we are going to make angel messages definitely a thing on every show for sure. Thank you, Miss Gina Maxey. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you on Wednesday. Enjoy your Sunday. I love you all so, so very much. Please, those in the bushes, make sure you drop your comments below. And if you'd like to join me on Instagram, you can find me at DearDana3 on Instagram. Everyone have a great, great week. And I will see you next time. And here we go. Bye, everybody. Oop, let me find it. I'm so blind today. I just cannot tell you why, but I am. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming.